Tired of your old kitchen or bathroom? Upgrade to the home of your dreams with Manny and Courtney from CMK Construction. CMK Construction is Tampa's award-winning kitchen and bath leader for over 20 years. Right now, save $3,000 on a new kitchen and $2,000 on a new bathroom. And take advantage of our no money down and no interest financing until 2026. Imagine, design, build.
Time, weather, and highways.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. Heat, still the hot topic of weather conversation, right? Just smashed the previous record for rainfall in Tampa. That's still a very nice day. We've got some clouds out there, even a couple of sprinkles as another front rolls through the area. Most of us wake up to sunshine and then very warm temperatures in the afternoon. Temperatures, they're going up and they're staying up. Really nice forecast, especially if you're planning on going to the beach or the pool. Rain chances very slim. Another beautiful day in store. It's going to bring us a very high chance of storms. Some isolated showers across the area. Mother Nature likes to remind us that it isn't set by a calendar. We're always on it for you just in case things begin to pop.
Streaming from the ABC Action Weather Center in Studio A. This is Dennis Phillips Live Plus. Sponsored by CMK Construction, crafting Tampa's most exquisite bathrooms and kitchens.
Holy hail. We have got a severe thunderstorm warning for Pinellas County. We got a lot going on tonight with DPL Plus. We're going to be talking to Mike Boylan, buddy of mine for, I think this dates back to 2004. Mike runs and owns Mike's weather page. We're going to talk to Mike in a minute, but I do want to jump in and start with the severe weather that's going on. And we're going to jump right into radar now because there's some really impressive hail out there. We were looking at this a couple of minutes ago, and we were showing, I talked about it on TV, where the algorithm was showing nearly 2-inch hail. More often than not this time of the year, remember that the hail is looking, the radar beam, if you will, is looking up. So it's going to determine hail size that's larger up top. A lot of times by the time it falls into our climate, it's going to melt. But now, I don't know, Daniel just said golf ball size hail. Daniel, that is one of those ones where you're going to have to prove that to me with a picture. Because I'm not saying you're not right, but I'm saying I want to see it to believe it. So here's what we're looking at. Severe thunderstorm warning, west central Pinellas till 7:45. At 7:11, a severe thunderstorm was located over Seminole, moving north at 15. 60-mile-an-hour winds and $50 size hail. All right? Impacting Bay Pines, Reddington Beach, Indian Shores, Treasure Island, North Reddington Beach, Reddington Shores, Kenneth City, Madeira, and Seminole. So, you know, it is, we talked about this yesterday. So you had an upper level low moving through. An upper low is just a little pocket of cold air. All right? So, holy cow. Let's go ahead and look at the hail. Let's go ahead and call up hail on here and see what kind of hail numbers we're looking at. So here is what we're showing as of right this second. Hail reported, well, these are, again, what the algorithm's showing. In the areas in purple, about a half-inch hail. That's about $50 size, so I buy that, all right? And then you're looking at the Courtney Campbell, and you're showing some larger hail headed toward the Safety Harbor area. Now, I was showing a 1.9-inch hail about 15 minutes ago. That does not mean it made it down to the ground, but it does certainly mean that there's some sizable hail aloft. You know, and then, like I said, more often than not, it usually melts. But in this case, we're getting pea-size to silver dollar size hail. So again, there is a look. It's all moving off to the west-northwest. It's kind of expanding. The northern flank is headed into Safety Harbor. Oldsmar, where Mike is, probably going to pick up some hail where he is pretty close, or at least the chance of that. And I want to show you something we talk about all the time. Look at the lightning out ahead of where it's actually raining. And here's a perfect example right here. So, boy, we rarely jump right into weather on this show. Usually there's a bunch of nonsense and tomfoolery and malarkey and hellos before we get into it. But, you know, we got some real weather coming. So this is a perfect example of what we call a bolt from the blue. So you get your main area of rain, you get lightning out ahead of that main rain shield, which can easily go up to 10 miles away. Now, this particular one, let's see how far this was. This is only about 1.5 miles out. So, you know, not a lot, but it still shows you that they are getting lightning in areas where it is not raining. And boy, look at that here as well. You know, out east of West Chase. I mean, that's a good, you know, let's see how far that is. I mean, that's 5 miles out. So again, point being, you absolutely positively can and often do see lightning out ahead of where it's raining. And when you have severe thunderstorms like we have right now, I mean, look, you get inside. We're Floridians. I mean, I think a lot of us wait till it starts raining to get safety. But the bottom line is, when you have rain and you hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning, period. You hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck. So there's where the severe thunderstorm warning is, right in the yellow box, which is hard to see because it's covered in all those lightning strikes. Here, I can take the lightning away and you can see a little bit better. There it is. So from Indian Rocks through Seminole, Reddington, Madeira, Bogosiega over to Pasadena, Kenneth City, and it's all moving to the northwest. All right? So there you go. And then some of the heavy rain extends from Safety Harbor up toward Oldsmar. And this does look like it's going. My son's supposed to be playing pickleball right now in Dunedin. He's probably like, we're okay. And he probably texted me. He's probably like, Dad, are we okay? Let me see if Josh texted me or not. I bet he did. Yep. 1 minute ago. What would I ask? Oh, it's something totally different, but he did text me. Oh, he's playing at live ball. But yeah, there's some serious thunderstorm activity that's coming this way. All right, so we're going to continue to show that, but at the same time, we've got a lot of folks here, and I know at least some of them are here to talk to my buddy, Mike Boylan. So let's go ahead and take that right here, and there we go. Mike, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. I'm itching to see this hail out there, it looks like.
What did I do wrong? Stop. Just stop. Wait a minute. I bet it's me. What did I do wrong? It is me. I'm not plugged in. Mike's like, oh, man, what did we do wrong? All right, here we go. Let me plug in. There we go. There you go. Mike, what's up?
Take 2. How's that?
Yeah, gotcha. Oh,
Good.
With this show, it's like take 20. Oh, you know what, Mike? Stand by. I got to go get my ban button. Wait a minute. Because there might be people that need to be banned. You know this as well as I do. You face the same dilemma that I do sometimes. Here, I'm opening up my closet. Here, my little cubby. Got the ban button. What's up, Rick?
Got a couple addresses that you can tell us if a tornado might have hit.
No, I'm on DPL right now. So, but please elaborate. What's the address? You're saying now, see, this is the way this works. So our assignment desk just came in and said, we're hearing some people are saying there's a tornado. And Mike, you know as well as I do, people mistake gusty straight line winds for tornadoes. But where are you talking, Rick?
Whispering Pines, Mobile Home Park, 7100. Oh, wait, Whispering Pines is in Largo, 142nd Avenue. And then Rancho Deluxe on 7100 Ulmerton Road.
Yeah, and there's people saying we had a tornado in Largo about 20 minutes ago.
Yep. Guy says dime-size hail.
Tornado in Starkey and Ulmerton. Okay. This is, thank you. So,
Jason Adams also called.
Who did?
Your sidekick, Jason.
Jason? What'd Jason say?
He was hearing the same thing.
Yeah, we have not had a tornado warning. We have had severe thunderstorm warnings, which is what we still have. But again, and Mike, you know this, sometimes the tornadoes that develop locally are so quick and don't last very long, so it's really hard to issue a warning.
Yeah, I'm looking at radar. I didn't see any vorticity on it, but could be just straight line wind.
Someone here is saying large. I mean, you take it with a grain of salt, but someone here is saying large. Where is it? Large rotating debris ball. Again, We're not seeing that, and the Weather Service has not issued that. But at the Mike, I think we kind of agree on this. Look, whether it's a tornado or not, the end result is wind damage is wind damage. And I don't care if it comes from a rotating funnel or from a straight line wind, 60 to 70 mile an hour winds are still going to do some damage.
Right.
So are you seeing any, have you had any reports from anybody?
No, I just saw over on X that somebody did report Belcher Road and Almerton lines down, trailers with significant damage at the Ranchero Village Mobile Home Park. That was just reported about 5 minutes ago on X, so it could be
okay.
big
And
wind.
Jason Adams just texted me. In fact, he's on here. Said, Dennis, check your phone. so he's like, possible tornado a few minutes ago in Largo, debris in the air, the location over 1,000 people without power. Just called the newsroom. Yeah, they're trying to get somebody over there. So I'm looking at his picture, and I see what he's saying. I mean, yeah. I mean, Hey, Jason, if you're watching, which I think you are, check the Weather Service chat. This is live coverage, guys, and this is actually kind of fun. Check the Slack channel on the NWS chat. Mike, are you with that?
No, but Pinellas County EM just posted multiple 911 calls are coming in currently in the Largo area.
Okay.
So something's happened.
And there is video. Matter of fact, Jason just showed me some video. And there's another website, Ion TV.
Yeah.
A lot of people are familiar with that. To Pinellas County. I believe he's a firefighter. I may be wrong. But fire rescue. But he posts a lot of Pinellas stuff. And he's saying that there's some video. Yeah, I'm not seeing any video of any tornado other than the fact that there was a severe thunderstorm warning. Again, we never had a tornado warning. We got a new warning. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning for, here, I'm going to go ahead and take radar on this. Mike, go figure. We get you on the show, and then all of a sudden now we have breaking weather coming in.
The storms seem to follow me. It doesn't matter.
He's right about that. All right, so there's a live look at what's going on right now. Let's go ahead and take this now. All right, there we go. And there is the new warning that was issued. And this includes from Mike from Oldsmar, Dunedin, Safety Harbor. So the area that we showed that was coming up to the northwest continues to expand that way. Now, my guess is the warning that they issued for it is simply because of hail and gusty winds. Let's go ahead and see if there's any hail with this. Hold on. Let's check this out. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's the area that we talked about right here. You're talking about 1 inch hail. Yeah, let's go ahead and query this and see how far. Yeah, 1 inch hail and 1/2 to 3/4 inch hail in the area in purple. So let's go back and look at it now. All right, so yeah, so new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see how late this one is in effect till. All right. Until 8:30. Until 8:30. 7:40, severe thunderstorm over Largo, moving northwest. Radar signature, and then again for these areas. So, yeah, it certainly could be, relative to, wind damage, again, whether it's tornado or not. So, boy, but I'll tell you, Mike, I'm looking at these comments from people. That T word is everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
what are you seeing?
Me?
Did you see anything on X, or did you see?
No, I've not seen anything. I look back at radar, and there just wasn't any vorticity. There wasn't any look at. I mean, it looked like a big down. What do they call this? Downburst.
Downburst, yeah. I
mean, standing out here, you could see it brewing. I mean, it was definitely in the last couple of days with these water spouts. We've been in this pattern of developing storms right on the coastline.
Yeah, and this is waterspout season, and anytime you have and again, if you remember Storm Prediction Center, we've been talking about it. They had us in a marginal risk of severe weather, and it was different than the typical late day stuff because we had that upper level low moving across the state. That pocket of cold air, if you will, can create the possibility of a little more severe weather. So honestly, SPC kind of nailed it.
Yep. They added that today, I saw. Originally, we were just south of that.
Yeah, I'm getting pictures here. So this is here, I'm going to show people this. Hold on. This is, I don't even know who this is from. This just came up as a text from me, but there's some hail right there. I'm not sure who it's from, but this text just came, and it's a phone number, but I don't have their name because it's another phone. So, Jason just sent me some more video too. Is this the debris? Yeah, you know what? Check this out. So Mike, I'm going to show this to the camera again. Jason just sent this. So check this debris in the sky. All right, I'm going to go back and show this again. Check this out. So, see the debris?
Man, we're getting hammered.
So that's what Jason Adams just sent me. I'll show it to you again. So that's our meteorologist, Jason Adams, who just sent me this. So apparently there's definitely some video of debris in the sky. And when you see that, you would think that's more tornadic as opposed to just straight line, because straight line usually isn't going to come up like that.
Right.
What are you guys getting in Oldsmar right now?
We're on the edge. It's we just turned dark, and the lightning's right here on top of us. I don't know. I was out there a minute ago, and you could kind of feel it. It was, bubbling. You knew it was happening.
So someone else is just saying, Kelly is saying again, whether it's a tornado or not, the way it works, guys, is the Weather Service after the fact, if there's no official documentation like video of an actual funnel or a spotter sees it, they'll go back after the fact and they'll do a damage assessment. And they'll determine based on the location and based on the way the debris is set, whether or not it was a tornado, and they try to determine. And interestingly enough, most of the time when you hear an EF1, EF2, EF3, whatever the case, that does not occur as the storm is there. They determine that based on the damage after the fact. So it isn't, they look at the radar signature and they see a picture or whatever and say, that's an EF2. No, they completely determine it based on that damage. And Kelly is saying that in Largo and 142nd Avenue between Belcher and 66th, lots of debris everywhere. So someone's saying here, Ranchero, Village, Belcher, and Ulmerton. Melanie said saw the debris, didn't know what it was. David Ortega is looking for the ban button. So even when all this is going on, we still have to ban somebody. So I'm looking for David. I'm scrolling through. There he is. Okay. Let's see. And I feel bad. While we got Mike on here. Mike, my goal was to sit here and talk about, how we got to where we are, how social media is becoming such a huge part in how people stay updated.
Right.
I mean, Mike, you're living proof of that. How long, when did you start the website? When did you start SpaghettiModels.com?
It was 2004 when we had our infamous 4 storms,
Mm-hmm.
And internet was kind of new, and there wasn't much, ways to find images and spaghetti models. And I remember Southwest Water Management had spaghetti models, and I fell in love with them. I'm like, man. Then the next day I couldn't find them, So I was like, well, I'm gonna throw a website together, and it was for me, just for me to go to and look at images,
Well, and we started with a chat back in the day, and you were part of that chat as well. And it was just a lot of people who just have a passion for weather, and that's you. I mean, this has been something you've been doing. I mean, you've been doing this for 20 years, but like most of us who are weather geeks, if you will, you've had that passion most of your life. It's just a thing that you got.
Yeah, it's hard to explain it. I mean, I remember your live. We were doing live. You were doing the lives back before Facebook started in 16.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a good one there. You heard it live with Thunder.
Yeah.
But yeah, this social media it's just amazing. 2/3 of Americans get their news from social now. I do some presentation, so I've been doing a lot of research with stuff like that. But it's a, it's a vital part of communicating the news and the weather, and it's amazing. Some folks, that's their only source, and you have a lot of sources out there, as we know, and it gets a little confusing for folks, So we always talk about that word trust, and your audience trusts you so much, especially when things get a little rough, and that's what separates everybody now is
the relationship.
There's somebody you just can turn to, because I go to bed at night watching TikTok, and there are a million weather geeks out there sharing the worst case GFS run, and they get all the views and the likes, and then people get confused, and then it's like, hopefully they go to you or me or Paul or
or both or whoever. Yeah.
I mean, just somebody they can trust. So it's been a fun journey, I can tell you that. I just love it every day that goes by.
Well, tell you what, I hate to do this, but I feel compelled. I really do got to focus in on what's happening with the weather right now, because we're getting a lot of reports of stuff, and we're going to jump back into that. So we start DPL on broadcast, live broadcast television, starting July 1. So my hope is that you'll come back and we can go live during the show as well, where we're not just on streaming, but we're also on broadcast TV. But you know what this is. When we get severe weather out here, we got to be on top of it. So we're going to go, and you might even want to jump in with your folks too.
I do want to stay, but you wanted to move it earlier. You had a permanent. You knew this earlier. We were going to do this anyway. So
yeah, we saw it coming. All right, well, I'll let you run and jump in and do your thing, and we will catch up soon, man.
All right.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. All right, bye. Okay, so we're gonna jump in. I know Mike wants to do his thing too, because he's, it's all about that loyalty factor. I mean, it really is. You have people who just, they come to you for trust, because they know when it hits the fan, we're going to be on it, and that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and jump in with that right now and go back to where we were. So I'm going to share what we have, okay? So first of all, we never had a tornado warning issued, all right? Right off the bat, I don't know. I feel like, gosh, I would also call Jason Adams in, but I don't know how to do a live Zoom with him without setting it up in advance. So let's go. Ileana, what you need? So Ileana, our producer, is in here. So she doesn't understand that she's worried about the 11. She doesn't care about DPL, but she's worried about the 11. So she wants to talk about the 11 o'clock show as opposed to what we have going on right now. So what do you want to talk about?
Not. I want to talk about what we have going on right now, because we're actually wondering if anybody's seeing any damage. Does anybody have an address of damage in their area? Because if they do, we want to hear from you. We want to know.
Okay.
We want to go talk to you.
So if you have something, go ahead and post the address here. Or we've actually had some stuff. We've had actually people say, and this is a live look at radar right now, and you do see that severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect. It is getting weaker. You can see right now looks to me like the hail is not nearly as large as it was 15, 20 minutes ago. But anyway, so let's see. I mean, there's lots of people, there's a tornado. But we never had a warning from the Weather Service, so until we do, okay, Walsingham Park in Seminole.
Okay.
That's one spot. And there was another one where confirmed debris, East Bay and Belcher.
East Bay and Belcher. Okay, perfect.
All right, and Belcher and Drew, and that's different. That's just rain. All right, well, that's what I got right now. So I'll keep looking for it, and I will let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you very much, and thank you to everybody.
Pine Brook Estates in Pinellas Park, they're saying some damage. 142nd in Largo, some damage. And Pinellas County 911 has the calls listed. Okay. So have them check Pinellas County 911.
Perfect, thank you.
Debris everywhere on Ulmerton, according to Joe. Debris everywhere on Ulmerton. Okay. Yeah, so guys, I will tell you this. So just because fire rescue or a 911 call reports a tornado doesn't mean there was a tornado there. That means that they took a call and somebody said, oh my God, I'm looking at a tornado right now, and they'll say call of a tornado. But like I said, weather you know, first of all, when you get debris in the air like that, that's usually a tornado. It just is. And as Jason showed it, sent to me a couple minutes ago, and here, I'll show you again. Here, let me show you again. So, you look at that debris. So, that right there seems to be pretty good indication that indeed there was a tornado. Again, I got no warnings, but we're hearing Ranchero Village is also bad, according to Morgan. And hey, Ileana? Ranchero Mobile Home Park. Fences down, sidings off. All right, let's go back and look here at radar. I mean, honestly, this is why we started DPL in the first place, for a time like this. Now, a lot of times we think about it with a hurricane, or a tropical storm, but when we get severe weather, and boy, I mean, again, we were talking about this, SPC is very clear about there was a risk of stronger storms. We talked about it on the news today, that as this line came in, it was really going to pop, and that's exactly what's going on here. Let's go back and Sandy, you just did it. Had a post on here, you just posted. So Chuck says we had insulation falling from the sky at Nursery and Lake in Clearwater. Kelly said there was 100% a tornado on 142nd Avenue between Belcher and 66. Again, you know, I'm not saying that you're not correct. I'm saying that we just never got a warning from the Weather Service. And you know what? I'm going to call up their Slack channel right now while I'm here. Let me see if I can do that while we're on. And there's a live look at radar. I'm going to give you guys updates while we go here. Because, let me see. Where's that? Here we go. Okay. All right. I'm looking at the Weather Service here. Video of the debris they showed. Okay, just back up to a tornado, still flying. Oh, that's what someone's saying. Local storm report, hail, 1-inch hail. Hail in Pinellas County from one of the storm spotters. Still the severe thunderstorm warning. Several pictures of flying small debris around Largo. And heavy damage to multiple units, 7100 Ulmerton and Largo. Quarter-size hail, Seminole. So yeah, multiple 911 calls working, residents reporting seeing damages and seeing a, quote, tornado, unquote, in the Ulmerton Road off of Largo. That's from the Weather Service. So, nickel-size hail, northeast Clearwater, last check. And again, here is a live look at radar. Let's go ahead and pop up hail on here and see. Yeah, it's pretty large. It keeps popping back on this perspective. All right, so here's where the hail is right now, just to the north of Safety Harbor. It's 1.5-inch hail. Purple, a little bit smaller. And if you watch, we can put this in motion, kind of see where it's been moving in the last 15 minutes. Even go back a little bit more, 30 minutes. So that's just right there along the top of the bay. And in terms of northern Pinellas, I mean, it's definitely just fringe. It's on the fringe of East Lake Woodlands right now from Palm Harbor. Countryside's getting it now. Clearwater, obviously. Still some very, very heavy rain. Let me check some more storm reports from you guys. See if we got anything else going here. Okay. Yeah, it's moving. As you can see, it's kind of moving northwest. Well, all of it's moving west, actually, but the northern flank is expanding as well. It's going to keep it right there for you. Northwest Safety Harbor, there's hail all over the place from Bridget. Bridget, take pictures. Send these pictures of video to me, guys. Hail at Curlew in 19, hail in Countryside. Rose says she's posted the tornado video. Yeah, I saw the debris. I'm assuming that's all that we have right now. Brian played golf with all the hail. So far, just rain in Eastlake. Christina, I can't answer that yet. We'll have to see. I'm sure after the fact we'll find out. I will tell you, these little bitty tornadoes that Florida gets are exceptionally... Oh, the streamers left. You know what? Streamers should have stayed on, truthfully. I didn't realize we were going to end at 8 o'clock for the streamers, but I would argue they should stay on. This is, you know what? Stand by. I'm going to see if we can keep streamers on because this is more relevant. Hey, can we keep us on over the stream since this is kind of relevant and breaking? All right, cool. Thanks. Bye. All right, so yeah, we're going to go back with streamers. We're going to bring them back. This is why we're here. I mean, there's really no better thing or no more important time than when there's public safety at risk. And, you know, so streamers should be back on. Yeah, we're staying on. So, hailing like crazy in Clearwater from Kate. Big tree in front yard came down. Lost half your fence in Clearwater. That's from Sean. Videos are all over TikTok. So I see a link to one. I'm going to go ahead and, Sarah, I'm going to go ahead and post this. I'm going to look at it and see what we're looking at here. All right, there we go. That's the same video that I've been showing. Yeah. Yeah, so that's tricky because we're looking at video flying up. We absolutely are. But it certainly is not what you would consider kind of a classic signature by any stretch of the imagination. But it definitely, I mean, now you know what? It kind of looks like you can see a funnel on there. Up at the top. Definitely does. It's little. And what I was saying before a minute ago, 99% of the time, the tornadoes that we get in our area are super small and very, very hard to detect. Because here's what happens. You get the signature, you get the vorticity signature, and you see the spin, but you don't know if that's making it all the way down to the ground. So what you then look for is the signature of a debris ball, which would show that it has obviously made it to the ground because it's picking up some debris. So that's kind of one of the things that the Weather Service looks for when they're determining whether or not, now a tornado warning, they're usually going to issue a tornado warning if the signature is impressive enough, even without debris, because obviously it's their goal to let people know before there even is debris. But I would tell you, based on what I'm seeing right there, that is a little bitty signature, and that is really, really tricky. I'm not going to speak for the Weather Service, but that's kind of what it looks like. But yet, you know, there's definitely some pictures, and Rose said she just sent the video. So yeah, that's the same video that I showed you on the camera just a minute ago. So thank you. And that's why, yeah, technically we never got a tornado warning. We had a severe thunderstorm warning because of the hail. Streaming is back on. Thanks, Debbie. So yeah, streamers, we decided to kick back in here because, you know, we're doing some live coverage about what's going on. So I'm moving northwest. Here, I'll go ahead and take that full so you can kind of see it, and I'll show you the motion here. So this is the last 30 minutes. See how it's kind of moving? All of it. It's interesting because you've got it kind of expanding off to the northwest, but boy, there's some serious rain totals that we are going to see in that Largo area. Yeah, where's the Largo bubble today, man? Holy cow. I mean, that is, let's look at, I don't think the 1 hour numbers will show it yet. Here's the 3 hour numbers. So 3 hour rainfall numbers are showing 2 inches of rain in all these blue areas. It's going to be a lot more than that. It's going to be a lot more than that when this is said and done, because this is still coming down in these spots. Let's go back and look and see if we're seeing any hail still. So this is how it played out for the last 3 hours. And look, it build, boom, that's when it really got going. And it is still expanding up to the north. The northern edge right now is up just about to my house. And you can see all the lightning. Here, let's go ahead and use the lightning data and see how much lightning we're talking about here. All right, there you go. So you got 373 lightning strikes from that area there. But we expand it out, it then shows you. It's kind of a cool tool because it shows you how much lightning we have just in that area that's being shown on that screen. So that's all. Now, it is definitely weaker now than it was. Let's look at the hail numbers and see if they're still showing up. And they are. They definitely are. And they actually extend back now toward West Chase. See that in West Chase? So, yeah, we're still showing some Lake Tarpon, nothing yet. Yeah, hang out. You're going to get some. And then, let's see, large hail countryside from Barbara. Sunset in 19, a little bit of hail. Still hailing in Palm Harbor. Yeah, we definitely are looking at the debris. The funnel itself is not that impressive, but boy, that debris spinning up in there, I mean, that tells you a lot. Hail has stopped in Dunedin. All right. So much hail. Yeah, definitely message me on this Facebook page some of the hail pictures. Kim says she has not seen the video yet. Here, I'll go ahead and show you the video again. Let's go back and call the radar up, too, for people who are just tuning in. So here's the live radar. Definitely some of that rough stuff is expanding northward right along US 19. Still a severe thunderstorm warning in the area in the yellow area until 8:30. But now that we're getting near sunset as well, you're going to see some of this weakening a little bit. It's going to happen. But here, I'll go ahead and show you that video too. Whoever was supposed to be banned, you lucked out because I didn't have time to find you in the ban button. So you got a second chance at life. But I suspect usually those folks who need to be banned are usually the ones who can't help themselves, and we'll do it again. All right, here we go. So that's a look at the debris. Can't really necessarily see a funnel per se. Getting a lot of people sending me pictures here. Hail, this is, well, I don't know. These people just have my phone number. I don't even know who they are, but I'm getting messages from all these people, which is really funny. Hailing in Oldsmar now, according to Erica. Here, let me look. Let me see what else. My boss wants to know if we need to go on the air. I don't think so. I think we're okay. We have just a severe thunderstorm warning. And so, yeah, some pea-sized hail in Palm Harbor. So what else we got here? Reddington had hail, no power at Largo, raining now on Tampa Road and CR1, getting hail in Safety Harbor still. This is heading northwest, Liz. All right, so somebody messaged me with the debris video. Let me go ahead and check this on Facebook. Let me go ahead and look at this. Because someone says they just sent me video of the tornado, and I can show it to you. All right, let's see if this is, no, that's, who was that? Show the video I sent. It's from Michael. Michael, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I have hundreds of messages here. Here's Michael. No, this is just, Michael, this is just rain. This is just rain and hail. Let's see. Maybe there's more than one. No, this is rain and hail. Here's another one. Yeah, I'm getting, holy cow, there's a lot of videos here. Yikes. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. It's definitely getting weaker, right? Right off the bat, look at the amount of lightning that's out there now. The amount of lightning is significantly less now. And as I was saying, when you go past sunset, then at that point, you're going to lose a lot of the energy that's out there, and you would expect to see the storm start to wind down. I mean, there's other things going on here, but Julia Dunning message with tornado and debris. Okay, hold on. Julia Dunning. Let me look for a Julia Dunning on my hundreds of messages here. Let me see. Let me look. Holy. All right, here we go. All right, so let's look at this. I see Julia's video. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Check this out, guys. Oops, I'm still hooked up. Okay. I'm going to turn the volume down only because I'm not sure what they're saying. Oh, yeah, definitely. There you go. Yep, that is absolutely a tornado. Yeah, that is absolutely a tornado. Yep. 100%. So there it is. So I don't know if Julia took it or not, but this was, let me look. I'm not sure. It doesn't say. But I'll show you again. Check this out. So this is from Julia Dunning. And you can see it at first. And then you start to see it pretty significant right there. You start to really see it right there. Yep. So, yep, there's no doubt that was a tornado. There's your debris. There's your debris right there. Yep. There it is. And this is a pretty long video. It actually goes for a little while. Hey, Ileana. I definitely have video of the tornado here. So I've got video of the tornado here. It's very good video. Ileana's our producer. We're telling you about that. So I'll download it, but...
Oh, wow.
And you can definitely see it. Look, there's your debris.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So I'll download this and get it to you guys. All right. So there you go. You guys saw it. And now, where was that? Because here, I got to message this person back. Where was this? And did you? I tell you, Ileana, Sarah asked if we wanted to go on broadcast with this. I'd say no because we're really no longer a threat, but if you guys get damage, if you guys can find some video or damage or anything, or reporters out there now, I don't know if you have the staff.
Reporters are out there right now and they have damage.
Well, can they go live?
Right now with you? Let me
I'm saying, can they go live on broadcast?
Oh, on broadcast?
Call Sarah. because she's asking me if we want to go live.
Okay.
Where was this? And did you take it? She's responding to me right now. This is guys, this is, you know, this is what this platform is for. I mean, this is exactly what this platform is for. Okay. All right, so I'm waiting to hear back from Julia. Charleston on 66th in Largo. Okay, so I need to tell you if Julia actually took the video or not. Okay, let's go back. Anyway, here's what's happening now. The severe threat certainly is not as high as it was. It's getting weaker. All you got to do here, I'll show you this. I'll take this full. You can see it a little bit better. Okay, Audra has crazy weather video as well. Tell Audra to send it to me, or I'll look for it. But, all right, so right off the bat, you can already tell, look, this is just not as strong as it was. What's going on, Jonathan? No, I don't necessarily need to go on live because this is no longer a immediate severe weather threat. The question is, do we want to have the anchors, and do we want to have, there's damage out there. So do we want to go, we have the draft on right now, don't we? Yep. We can do a double box with the draft. She's going to talk to Sarah because if we have damage and it's significant enough, we might want to do at least a cut in.
Okay, well, Wendy's not keeping.
Well, I can do it. So that's fine. Okay. I mean, it is, it's a weather thing. I'm certainly capable of tossing to a reporter if we have somebody out there. So anyway, so there's a look at what's going on. It's moving off to the northwest, and it's just not nearly as strong as it was 15 minutes ago. Just tell me. You don't want to? Okay. All right. So we're not going to cut in. So we'll just keep it live right here instead. Okay. Yeah. And you can even see the hail is not as large right now as it was. Right? So half-inch hail. So we're definitely seeing a weakening trend. So now it's just a matter of going and getting some of the video of the tornadoes as well as, or tornadoes singular, and seeing when this warning if it is allowed to expire in about 12 minutes. Okay, so yeah, she did take it. What's his name? Julia, what's his name? Because I'm gonna show this video. I'm gonna post this video. So, all right, I'm just kind of reading. Now I'm just reading through your comments. Still getting some hail in Sunset Beach. Again, if you're just tuning in, let's go ahead and recap, okay? We had a severe thunderstorm warning. I've got so many messages on Facebook, I don't even know how I'm gonna go through them all. We had a severe thunderstorm warning. There was a tornado. We just showed video. Like I don't need confirmation from the Weather Service when we just showed you the tornado and the damage that it. Now, how much Mark, now you're okay. You're all right at Indian Rocks, Mark. You're okay. Chris is saying damage in Seminole, big hail in Palm Harbor. There's damage on 142nd Avenue and 66th Street. Hey, Rick, you might want to just go on my live and look at the comments because they're listing where a lot of this damage is. Yeah, D'Angelo, there was no tornado watch, but there was SPC, Storm Prediction Center, did say that there was a risk of severe weather. There was. And again, look, I'll let the Weather Service talk about it, but the majority of the time, these are so small that they're really, really tricky to issue a warning for. But again, that's not my call. That's theirs. All right, let's go back. Take this full again, because right now, Dunedin to Palm Harbor is getting some very, very heavy rain. The lightning is definitely waning somewhat. Yes, there is still lightning. It is still a threat. But look at what it was like. Look what it was like here. Right about here, it was crazy. That's really more than likely when we had the tornado. And then, It comes, and then the warning was expanded, and now it's still headed toward Tarpon Springs. Is moving through Palm Harbor as we speak. Dunedin, Ozona, Crystal Beach. Eventually, scooting by maybe Holiday, and it's winding down across the southern counties. But at this point, we're kind of more on sharing what kind of damage that people have had as we look at it here. Connor Grant. All right, so Connor Grant got that video, so I'm going to post that. This video posted on the page. Yeah, I'm seeing all these people with all these posts on here. Apollo Beach, you're good, nothing. This is all Pinellas and extreme western Hillsborough County. All right, let me see. I've got, probably have 11 billion messages on here. Getting hammered in Dunedin right now, absolutely are. Still that severe thunderstorm warning. Uh-oh. Okay, that was it. I'm not sure why. Let me check and see more messages. So, here's some more debris. Yeah, I've got a lot of messages. So these are ones that I'm going to be sharing coming up once we finish DPL. And I'm going to go through all these because there are literally so many. And now I'm getting messages of near Dunedin High School. Yeah, so, all right. Okay. So, now, Lisa, there were no tornado warnings. There was a severe thunderstorm warning. We did not have a tornado warning. Let me check the Weather Service's Slack again and see if they've changed anything. Starting to get possible flooding reports in South County. 911 report of significant water up to the bottom of vehicle doors at Bay Pines Boulevard, Seminole Boulevard, and Seminole. So, definitely getting some flooding in these areas. Well, I mean, how much rain have they had? They probably had 3-4 inches of rain. Yeah, let me check that out. In the last 3 hours, I mean, this isn't updated real time, but yeah, that's 2 inches of rain. But I suspect it will be close to 4 inches when it's all said and done, because it's still raining pretty heavily in that area. But the heaviest rain right this minute is from Tarpon Springs through Palm Harbor, just to the south of Tarpon, truthfully. It's actually extending up to about Klosterman, if you know that area. Dunedin is getting hammered. Clearwater's still getting hammered. Palm Harbor, very heavy rain. It's through Oldsmar now. There's the backside. It's completely through. Boy, the models did a great job on this. Holy cow. I showed it on the news today, which you should be watching. And when I showed it on the news at 5:30 and 6, I mean, the high-res model had that blow up right at 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Still looking at the Weather Service. Anything new? No, I'm not seeing anything new on there. Let's go back. Okay. What else do we have here? Tyrone Boulevard launched a drone. Oh, boy, I bet Mike got some great video on that. Yeah, send me that if you can. Send me that video. That would be awesome. Look at all the pictures and the videos. It's a lot. It's like hurricane season when you go through stuff and you try to find it all. You're not going to get much in Pasco. Good question. Here, let me show that. I'm going to go back and take that full. Yeah, remember after sunset, yeah, you're just not going to see this much in Pasco. You look where it's going. You get a little bit extreme south, maybe Holiday, maybe Trinity. But all that's left right now is from East Lake, the Landsbrook area, back through Palm Harbor, up toward Tarpon, Ozona, Crystal Beach, Honeymoon Island, Dunedin. Getting a little bit, weakening just a little bit in the Dunedin area. Still out of severe thunderstorm warning, set to expire in 5 minutes. And my guess is they'll probably let it expire. Let's see if we have any hail right now. Yeah, there's still some. Not nearly as big as it was before. Little corridor of hail right there. East Lake Woodlands area. Let's see how that's been moving. Yeah, so that's moving northwest and weakening as it does so. Yeah, yeah, you can tell. I mean, look, it's still coming down in these northern counties, but way, way weaker than it was. Let me look here. Looking through some of your comments on this. Yeah, Largo seemed to have got it pretty bad. Seminole, hail in Safety Harbor. Nothing in Spring Hill, according to Daisy. That's correct. It's south of Pasco as well. Welcome, Jen. Let's see. I'm scrolling through your comments to see if we got anything else. It's a Ring doorbell, something, but what's going on, Rick?
Not much. The first responders were referring to this as a tornado.
It absolutely was a tornado.
Okay, cool.
I mean, the Weather Service has not, but I just
7:22 it hit, maybe?
I don't have the time. I'm just looking at the video that.
When this call started coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the video, and it absolutely positively was a tornado, because you not only did you see the funnel, you saw the debris as well. So yeah, we don't need to say unconfirmed or apparent. We can say tornado. Yeah. If you get any more damage reports, I mean, a lot of them. Do you have most of are our reporters there? Where they, you know?
None of them have really talked to me. They've been talking to Ileana. We got Annette and Andre at the Rancho Deluxe Mobile Home Park. I gave them
that was one.
addresses.
That was one of the big ones, I think.
Do you have access to the teams? Some guy sent me some videos and some pictures, and my desk got hit by that thing a couple Wednesdays ago, and I'm still not 100%.
I do, but we're still.
Well,
Yeah, we're still doing DPL right now, so. Let's see.
No injuries.
Well, that's good. No injuries. Yeah. All right. So I'm actually gonna post this video. All right, still expanding northward, guys. Give me a second. I'm still trying to keep up with Facebook while I'm doing Facebook Live. Yeah, they come to me as private messages, so that is the problem. So I just try to share as much as I possibly can. Let's see, where was the one from Julia? There it is. And it was Connor Grant. All right, Connor Grant. And that was in Largo, Charleston and 66th in Largo. Okay. I'm going to post that video real quick so you guys can see it. There is some language in it, though. Yeah, it's always something. I might have to listen to it. I don't blame you. I'm not saying I don't understand about language, but it makes it trickier for me to post things when there's language. I mean, you know, it's just the way it is. All right, let's see. Video on my page from Overton and Belcher. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. No, the warning, well, it's set to expire in 49 seconds. So yeah, that park, your Ranchero, Deborah, we have a crew there right now. Yep, we have a crew there. Holidays right on the southern fringe. Okay, let's go back and show you. We'll see if the Weather Service, we'll see if this polygon drops. I think it will in 20 seconds. My guess is this is going to go away in about 20 seconds. I don't think they're going to expand it. We're at 13 seconds. And then we'll show you, I'm pretty sure they're not going to expand it. All right, 5 seconds. And yep, it's gone. So that's what I figured. So at this point, severe thunderstorm warning no longer in effect, but we are obviously still getting plenty of heavy rain, gusty winds from Tarpon Springs through Palm Harbor, Dunedin. It's winding down. Let's look and see if there's still any more hail going on out there. Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. A little bit. And that's about it. So here's the loop. We'll go ahead and look at the last 3 hours. So it's going like this. Really opened up right there. It's about when let's see, it's gonna be really hard to see the vorticity. But we can try. So what this would show us is, an actual, if you see a tornado. And there's your wind. Got wind right there in Seminole. Really, really hard to, yeah. Well, there's 66th Avenue, and that's what people were saying. It's right in that general area. That bright pink color is some pretty serious wind. Like 50, 60 mile an hour winds right there. So yeah, it's well, again, looking at the radar signature is kind of meaningless because we saw the video. We saw the tornado. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt that that's what it was. And I'm sure after the fact, the Weather Service will issue a storm report that says just that. All right, so, but it is definitely winding down. There's still heavy rain, the northern third of Pinellas, right there. By the way, did Cooper Flagg get drafted yet? I was going to watch the draft, and I knew that he's obviously the first pick, but I wondered if they actually have drafted him yet. Let's see. Let me look at your comments, see what we got here. So right around 7 p.m., Kat was saying. Tornado is at 6:55, according to Clinton. Jules, how you doing? So, yeah, I can show you the video again. It's pretty cool. Yeah, well, I'll show it to you again in case you didn't see it earlier. Okay, hold on. I got to check the audio. Again, there's some spicy language. I totally get it. But it's hard for me to share with spicy language. So you look right in the middle. You can see it right in the middle. See that? Now watch. You start to see the debris come up. And there's where you start to really see it. There's the debris. See it? See right there? That's a tornado, guys. We all know that. A lot of debris there. Look at all that. Yeah, I got to post that. You know what? I don't think the language is too bad. Famous last words. All right, let's go back to radar real quick. Here's what's happening live. Oh, you had hail in Alderman in 19, Carol. So we had, I had hail in my house. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead. And Connor Grant, and that was Charleston is 66th and Largo. Charleston and 66th in Largo. Okay. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty darn impressive. I mean, that's a great shot from where he was filming it too. Okay. It was right around 7 o'clock, correct? Okay. All right, got it. All right, back. Okay, so let me. All right, so that's what's happening live right now. The severe threat is over for the time being. Once we hit sunset, you're not going to see it again. I mean, there's still some lightning, obviously, still some rain, still some gusty winds, but the severe threat has ended. Let's see what else we have. 7:06 p.m. from Ryan. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Rose, did I see your video? I don't even see a mute option on this. I'm just like, whatever. You know, people, whatever. Lots of sirens in Dunedin. Well, yeah, I mean, to be expected. The severe threat is over, guys. The severe threat is over. Yeah, I just posted it, Amanda. It's uploading. It's a pretty lengthy video. It's 2 minutes. So it's going to take a little while to probably upload, but it's going to be there soon. Okay. And again, I would do the same thing, but you're not. There are rules in posting things with language. There just are. I mean, these places social media outlets have rules, and if you violate them, you get in trouble and you get stuff taken off. And I don't want that to happen. All right, so let's go back. Yeah, it's a good question. Let's check the power. Let's see if the power outages. So I'm showing right now in Pinellas County. I hear them saying about someone had video of them driving by the tornado. All right, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. About 3,400 people are without power right now in Pinellas County. 1,000 east of Dunedin, about 200, just under 200 north of Largo, nearly 300 Indian Rocks Beach, east of Indian Rocks Beach, about 800 between Madeira and Indian Shores, about 800 northeast of Treasure Island, 500 west of St. Pete. But most of the outages right now are right around top of the world. Like 791 in top of the world. which is, southeast of Dunedin, just west of US 19. That's what I'm looking at right here. So yeah, I mean, guys, this is what we do. I mean, when there's severe weather, that's the advantage of being able to talk with y'all on streaming, social media. Social media is bad in a lot of things, but when it comes to informing the public, we're streaming right now on our ABC Action News channel. We're live on social media. You guys are giving me updates and sending them to my phone, and I'm sharing them to everybody real time. This is the time that social media is a great thing. It really is. And being able to stream this and being able to broadcast it and share this information out to you. There's a lot of sources out there. So this is what it's made for, to me. And all the other nonsense that goes on, it is what it is. I mean, you're never going to have anything that's perfect. But in a severe weather event, I can't think of anything much more worthwhile than being able to stream live and give updates as severe weather comes on. Mikey, all caps about small hail in Oldsmar. All right, let's see. Let us see. Anything else? Power out by the Countryside Mall area. All right. Getting power back in St. Pete from Michelle. And looks like the video just posted. So, yep, it posted. So there we go. So that is on my page right now if you wanted to see it. And yep, it's there. All right. All right. So, guys, I think we're good. I mean, look, we will obviously, after the NBA draft, we will have all the stuff, all the video, the reporters will be out there. If I had access to reporters, we could go, you know what? I wonder if I have the ability to do that. I mean, I'd have to send them a Zoom invite. And they're working. Yeah, you know what? I would argue at this point we could go live with some of our reporters out in the field, but they're getting ready, they're getting their stories together and getting interviews and whatnot. So I guess we can't do that. Still no power in Pine Brook Estates. From Kat. Thank you, Kat. Still hailing in Eastlake. Let's see. Yeah, why were there no warnings? We did see severe thunderstorm warnings, but, honestly, that's going to be something that the Weather Service will have to discuss. I'm sure there will be questions. I'm sure there will be. I will tell you, small tornadoes are really difficult to pick up for warnings. But look, it's a valid question that a lot of people, I'm sure, will ask. Why do we not get a tornado warning when we're getting video? But we'll just have we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But at this point, I still feel compelled to go over what's happening right now. And there are, it's extending into the Trinity area, that northern flank. Check it out. So you can kind of see it right there, west of Odessa, right through Trinity. Still. The severe threat is over. So let's just go right there with that. The severe threat has ended. Let me see if I've got any other pictures. My buddy GT got some hail in Palm Harbor right now. Greg just posted a picture of the funnel in our little text thread from somebody. All right, so yeah, I'm not getting anything new. So there we go. All right, guys, that was, it started out, we were talking with my buddy Mike, and it turned into a confirmed tornado in Largo. The video is up on my Facebook page. I'm gonna go through and start looking at the messages that y'all have sent, because there are a lot of them. And I'll continue to post some other stuff. And, hey, we got through one. It was quite a a night, hopefully, where you are, there's limited damage, but there is some damage out there. So we are going to have reporters are on it, and we'll have more at 11 o'clock. But the severe threat is over. All right. So now it's just a matter of going and seeing where it was and doing some cleanup, and hopefully nothing was too extreme. So you guys have a great night, and we will be back tomorrow night, hopefully a much quieter night, on our next edition of Dennis Phillips Live. You guys have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow. See you guys.